I was kind of holding my breath for the end of that. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't expect this. What's up, guys? I'm Lisa here with MuchMusic. There is so much talk around this new group, Allday Project. So in this video, we're reacting to Allday Project, the music video for Famous. Was that a squeegee on the eye? Ooh, whoa. Oh my gosh, the styling is crazy. Mm-hmm. Damn. Ooh, her voice stands out. Okay. Woo. Okay, this is a flex song. This is like the third time with this part, right? So it's interesting. It's very repetitive, but it's pretty catchy. Oh my god. I love duo choreo like that. Okay. Whoa. Whew, I was kind of holding my breath for the end of that. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't expect this. Yes, Bailey, let's go. Woo. Breathe out. Wow. First impressions. This is the epitome of maximalist, okay? This song came out flexing. It's always very interesting when you have a group that's debuting, right? You have to think about like, how are they gonna approach this? Are they coming out like modest? Are they coming out like relatable, likable? Nah. Allday Project literally came in being like, you wanna be us? We are already famous and we haven't even like officially debuted yet. And it kind of makes sense because all of their brand is very strong. So they're coming out with a very strong song and message. This is fun. Okay, let's go back one more time and really get a chance to point out some things and watch it again. Because the first time is always just taking it in, right? The budget seems very crazy for this, lots of effects. The styling is also pretty intense, very maximalist, right? This is not a minimalist concept. Lyrics are crazy. Okay, I'm gonna pause right there quickly. After we watch this the second time, we're gonna go through all the bios and just learn a little bit about the members. So I believe that was Annie, correct me if I'm wrong, and I read a really interesting comment about her scene here. So I'm just gonna run it back just a little bit here. Between the lyrics and the visuals, there is this messaging that she's leaving behind her family heritage, her rich life, For those who don't know, she's connected to the Samsung like company. So here, that scene where she ripped off the pearls, she ripped off, like, what do you think of the money, the chains, the wealth? She's ripping it off and she's becoming an artist, a K-pop idol. It's an interesting message to signify like her journey starting here. Also, is she on a horse? Because I wonder if it's a little bit of like, get off the high horse, right? Like she's kind of leaving behind that affluent life to be an artist, which notoriously isn't known for, you know, being wealthy, if you know what I mean. Also that image right there, like she's royalty, she's noble. Think of this image right here. Is that supposed to represent her in her nobility? It's very interesting comments on her identity. So if there's more details to that, please let us know in the comments. I would love to learn more about her story. Let's keep watching. The tutting, okay, I needed to see that close up. Hold on, let's go back and pause on that tattoo. That looked crazy. Oh, ah. I want to get this timing, ready? Called it, okay. So it looks like it's the logo. It's their logo and the word famous. I would assume this is done in post as like effects, but this is pretty wild. The hand tutting is already so cool. The choreo is really intricate and intense. Nice. This is Bailey, right? Bailey is a crazy person to have in a K-pop group, man. Yo, okay, I just clocked this now watching it. Tarzan is known for being what, a model? In his scene, look at all the clothes that's coming through. Like each person has their own scene that represents them. We're getting to know them each in this music video. And obviously the Jaguar, like Tarzan, is very wild. It's like playing into that image. Yo, this is kind of wild. Wait, let me just quickly go back to Bailey's then, because if every member is getting their own like unique scene that represents their identity, I want to see what Bailey's was again. Is this street dancing? Okay. She's in an urban setting. I mean, hers is like mainly dancing. She's in a dance crew. She has a bunch of dancers behind her. I would say hers is about her dance crew past. Wow, her dance, obviously background. Wow. I know a lot of people, you know, paused at that moment where his abs flash, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay. I really like her voice. Is it Youngso? I don't really know their names exactly, but she has a very interesting story too, from what I heard. Also, just the sound of this song. I feel like right now, like the garage house dance music is having its moment. And this really kind of leads into that. It's very gritty. Okay. I wonder what his story is. He's a rapper, right? Like, I know what that reference is. Wu Chen is a rapper, and he's competed in a competition before, like a reality show. Show me the money, right? That chain has a money sign. Oh my God. The symbolism in all of their scenes is so on point. And there's the bills. Wait, let's go back a little bit to appreciate this. Even his lyrics are about money. Show me the money. Okay, I get it. Very cool. Hers is interesting. An elevator. What does that mean? I don't know if you guys are like me. Like, I love deep diving into symbolism and lore. So whenever I watch things, I can't help but like decipher or try to analyze every scene or symbol. I kind of like the colors that they were wearing. I wonder if each person's gonna have like their signature color. A lot of K-pop groups do that. Very Power Rangers, you know what I mean? They got this futuristic theme too. Damn. Okay. The dance break at the end I did not expect, but it totally makes sense. Wait, let's go back. Let's go back. I wasn't ready. This dance break is crazy. Okay, what I am disappointed so far about that dance break though, like, are her members performing with her or does she have her own dance crew? Because I don't know if that makes sense to me. Let me just check one more time. Yeah, I don't think it's the other members. So I would love to know the choice behind that, if it's just like she wanted more of her dance crew, like more members to do the choreo with her. But I think it would have been good as like a unity thing if all the members performed with her. And if there's for some reason like the choreo maybe was too hard for the members to do, like maybe they should have, I don't know, changed the choreo so that everyone can see what they would look like together. Because right now when you have a lot of different personalities, like everyone's gonna see them as individuals, but when you're in a group, you need to see them as a whole, right? So in that last dance break, I would have loved to see the group perform it. But otherwise, very impactful first music video. So Allday Project is a 5-member co-ed group under the Black label. They're making their official debut on June 23rd with the single album called Famous. Allday Project kind of came in really quick, right? I think it was only a week or two ago we heard inklings that a co-ed group under the Black label was dropping. So it was first reported on June 6th that the Black label are preparing to drop a co-ed group. And then on June 9th, the official Instagram opened for the group. And then each member started posting that they are in this group. Everything's moving really fast. A lot of companies take time to generate hype for new groups between like months of promo, months of teasers. This literally happened in the span of, let's say, 2 weeks. So if you're kind of like, what just happened? Me too. Let's go through each member. Let's start with the Maknae, the youngest. She may be familiar to some of you guys because she was apparently in the lineup to debut with Islet. For those who don't know who Islet is, they're known for very cutesy songs, very girlish songs, and we've reacted to them on this channel, so if you're curious about that, check them out. But she was supposed to debut in that group. Some would say this was quite the switch up from Islet to Allday Project. But you know what? Her voice really stood out. When I was watching the music video, I really liked the tone of her voice. Ooh, her voice stands out. I think she's gonna be a very interesting stand-up member for this group. Next, we have Annie. Annie, as we kind of touched on in the reaction, she is related to the founder of Samsung. Her family have come from literally one of the biggest tech juggernauts in South Korea. I believe it was her great-grandfather that was the founder of Samsung. So there's already a lot of connotations and stigma around being born in such a wealthy family. In the music video, we saw that she chose to strip away all that pretense and taking on her own project, becoming an artist, becoming a musician. So beforehand, it was rumored that she was gonna be part of the other Black label group, Meow. There were some photos that got released where she was speculated to be part of that lineup, but obviously that didn't happen, and now she's part of Allday Project. Moving on to Bailey. It's crazy to see Bailey in this group because I remember watching her choreo videos when she was younger, and she literally had like a little bowl cut, or she had like bangs. Like, she was so young, and she's still very young now, but she is so accomplished as a dancer, choreographer. She was born and raised in California. She started dancing when she was really, really young. And from there, she's become a teacher in dance. She's competed in dance competitions. She's literally choreographed some of the most popular choreo we've seen in K-pop. For example, she's choreographed for Red Velvet, Taemin, Shiny, aespa, Savage, Hello. One of the biggest hits of the summer. Was it last year? Crazy. And she even did Taeyang Shung, the song that he did with Lisa from Blackpink. Crazy, crazy. So like, her body of work is already so stacked. Coming into this Allday Project, they have a really good dancing backbone. Next, we have Woo Chan. So Woo Chan is a rapper. He was on Show Me the Money 6. He's apparently the youngest contestant to ever appear on the show. He was eliminated in the semifinals, so he made it far in the show. Show Me the Money is not an easy show to compete on. It's rare you find K-pop idols compete on this show. Like there is this divide between, you know, idol music, idol rappers versus underground rappers, right? You've heard this conversation a lot, but a lot of rappers who are underground rappers who want to make it as a rapper, not just a K-pop idol, appear on the show. So it's cool to have Wu-Chan attend the show, compete on the show, make a name for himself there, and now he's joining a K-pop group, right? He's also not a stranger to being in a group because he actually had a stint in another project group called OG School Project. So it was a collaboration project group between Cube and Starship Entertainment. They released a single in 2018, but now Wu-Chan's part of Allday. Last but not least, we have to talk about Tarzan. I know there's a lot of controversial things around him, but Tarzan is a model. He's appeared in many music videos in the past. For example, Idol's music video for I Do. He was also in New Jeans' Supernatural music video. So he's had a lot of like acting model jobs. There's not as much information about him compared to all the other members. I know there's a lot of discussion over his past looks, whether they are considered cultural appropriation. And listen, the fans have been vocal. They have been talking about how his choices and how he does his hair may be considered cultural appropriations. This is going to be a very interesting project, guys. Co-ed groups itself is so rare in K-pop, and this is kind of inspiring me to do maybe another video kind of deep diving into the history of co-ed groups in K-pop, because just off the top of my mind, the only one I can think of that's kind of still active is KARD. And then if you even go back further, there was another group called Co-ed School. Oh my god, that was a time. So maybe if you guys are interested in that kind of video, let me know in the comments. All right, that was the reaction to Famous music video plus a little breakdown on all the members. Let me know in the comments what you think about the group, about the song, and about the music video. If you're interested, tap back into this channel. We're gonna keep an eye on them, that's for sure. If you're interested in that, please subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of content here, from interviews with artists to reactions. We also do a lot of K-pop stuff if you're interested, so follow the channel. All right, I'm Lisa with MuchMusic. See you in the next one.